at least. He's played Ranji cricket in the middle. Great exposure for him, isn't it?
Exactly. Playing Ranji is not an easy job to do. He must have gained that experience of playing spin in those turning wickets in India, and also with the best of players. He's batted up there. Looks to be opening the innings too.
Players lining up for national anthem. They went with the same team. They're in no mood of experimenting. Maybe they want to first assure to get into the finals and then think of any kind of experimentation whatsoever.
That's what working for the Monty Ball, Sachin. He's been on the spot from the time he has arrived in Nepal. He doesn't like to make too many changes, Sachin. He wants to stick with the same team, and that's what is working for Team Nepal at the moment.
Absolutely. He will for sure go down as one of the most successful Nepali coaches, if not the most successful. Monty, he has his own fan following as well. People love him, and for obvious reasons.
Last time when I had a chat with him, Sachin, he was looking to buy a land and build a house here. I told him just put it on the Facebook, and there will be people donating it for you.
Please get ready for the national anthem of Hong
Come!
Ready for the national anthem of Nepal.
सायोथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सायोथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका राजधानी स्वतन्त्र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल
Beautiful national anthems of both the countries, Hong Kong, China, and Nepal. Second match of the Dabur Honey presents Nepal T20I Triangular Series. UAE defeated by Nepal in the first match, and Nepal would like to continue with the winning streak.
Certainly, and you can see both the umpires walking the cricket field for today are Sanjay Gurung and Vinay Kumar Jha. And the reserve umpire Durganath Subedi and the match referee Mr. Mohammad Javed from Pakistan.
Experienced umpires, Sanjay Gurung and Vinay Kumar Jha. He was one of the umpires when I played my school level cricket. Sharad.
Yeah, maybe we were not born even when they started umpiring, Sachin. So not a surprise.
So that famous Nepali team hurdle. They must be very confident. This is their home ground. And the Rhinos have made their march in. I was really impressed by how Gulshan bowled yesterday. Always a strong bowling unit, Sharad, and this is the first time, as you mentioned, the batting consultant was more impressed by batting than Nepali bowling.
Yeah, there was a fresh new opinion that we could see yesterday in the medias where the mentor spoke about it from Rajasthan Royal. Mr. We'll get his name right in a moment. Yeah, but it was good to see the opinion he had about our batting lineup that has changed a lot now. More known for our fielding and bowling generally, but yes, now change has started.
So Karan will bowl from the Gokarna Forest end. Took 3 wickets yesterday, giving away only 19 runs in his 4 overs. I think he's not credited enough for his bowling, Sharad. He's been very accurate, Karan. Likes to keep it simple. He in fact made the great Rohit Sharma struggle against him in that first over in the Asia Cup when Nepal fought against India in Sri Lanka. I think the credit is not enough because Karan has been a tremendous performer with the bat, with the ball. An asset for Nepali team.
Absolutely. What a bowler he has been. And he has matured and built his game in such a way that he's picking up regular wickets for his team wherever he plays. And this wicket is going to suit him more with the bounce, with the carry and the movement of the wicket. Karan Casey will be bowling to the captain of the Hong Kong side, Nizakat Khan, who's facing.
Karan Casey, a crowd darling. Fantastic all-rounder. Takes his run up. First ball. Beautiful! What a dream start! Karan Casey, you beauty! The ball came back in. And the Hong Kong China opener had no clue about the direction of that delivery. You talk about dream start. Can't be better than this.
What a start that was. First ball, Casey bowling. And a wicket it is. Nizakat had no clue about that ball. Look at the replay. Just missed it. The ball came in sharply after pitching. Nizakat had no clue. Didn't expect that kind of movement early on. He goes for naught. And Hong Kong are 1 wicket down for no runs.
माया, विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो।
जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा देख्नेले देखिरहन्छ बुझ्नेले बुझि।
They played in a number of series in Nepal. Second delivery of Karan Casey's over. Driven down the ground, straight to the fielder. First runs on the board for Hong Kong, China. And Babar Hayat. That's a real positive start from the big man.
Look at that ball. Got some inside edge there in Nizakat. He tried to go for that drive. Just wanted to push it. But you could see the ball coming in sharply. Big bat and pad gap. No feet movement at all. What a dream start this is, as you said, Sachin. So early pressure there. But this two duo of Babar and Anshuman is the most dangerous.
They also understand Nepal's mindset, Nepal's abilities as well. And this partnership can be dangerous for Nepal. Karan Casey, meanwhile, he would not mind it at all. He's bowled against batters of higher ability, you can say. Oh, this is a beautiful delivery again. That was an in-swinging Yorker against left-handed Anshuman Rath.
He did very well to keep that out, I tell you. It was swinging late, and it was full. Just got his bat down in time, Anshuman. And you know what? These two, Babar and Anshuman, have played in the same team where Karan used to play in the franchisee league. So they know a thing or two about him. Look at that ball. It swung late, but very well played there by Anshuman as well.
Beautiful. The shape was there, but Anshuman Rath has timed this really well, and the ball is racing towards the fence. The outfield is really quick. 2 runs to Anshuman Rath's name. First runs. I'm loving this version of Karan Casey, Sharad. He's a much more thinking bowler now. He anticipates, he expects the batters to do certain things, and he bowls accordingly.
Absolutely, and you can already see a change in his lengths. Yesterday, he was bowling a bit back of the length. Yeah, that was up. That was around the good length area. But you could see he's trying to bowl more fuller today and trying to move that ball both ways. That's how you know he's reading the conditions really well.
And he's getting that swing as well. He can swing the ball both sides.
Absolutely. Gone are the days when he used to be only a back of length bowler. Now he has matured, he knows his game. He's developing into a complete bowler now, Karan Casey.
Full again, too full you can say this time. No harm done though for Nepal. And now what Babar and Anshuman need to do is they need to calm down and make sure that they build a partnership. They would have watched the match yesterday against UAE, the game Nepal played against UAE, and the mistakes that UAE actually committed. So what they need to do is they need to understand you may not be able to go right back at the bowler.
True that. And it's quite an early start today. 11 o'clock start, and that's pulled away nicely. What a convincing shot that was. Just short of the length, and Anshuman pulled it easily towards the mid-wicket boundary. So it's 1 over done. Hong Kong are 9 for 1 wicket down.
You're real ho!
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
हामी चार मिल्लीजुली गर्छौं घरको श्रृङ्गार।
बर्जर पेन्ट्स, हाम्रो घर हाम्रो शान। 100 घर नगदपति, बम्परमा लखपति।
Beautiful. The plan is clear. They want to ball it full.
An interesting field there. Third man up. Square leg and the long on is in place for Babar Hayat. So clearly they know what Babar's strengths are. Team Nepal, having played with him, against him so much. Yeah, Sompal also trying to get that swing early on, pitching the ball up, which is good to see.
He's a kiss-the-dick sort of a bowler, isn't it, Sharad? Sompal. He likes getting that swing. So the plan is clear. They want Babar to go after Sompal in swinging conditions and probably get that edge.
Yes, most definitely. It's been in very good bowling form. Sompal, that was just short of length. Cramped and Shirath. Talking about this duo, Sachin, Babar and Anshuman, when they were playing for one of the franchisee leagues, every team found out difficult to get them out. They were the highest scorers in the tournament, both of them. And no team had any clue how to get them out.
Especially Babar, he was loved by the crowd, Sharad, because he liked going big. Oh, that came in back very, very sharply. This must have woken Anshuman Rath.
I tell you, that was the TU wicket, not the Mulpani cricket ground. So this is different conditions, different wicket. They need to adjust to this wicket, how it plays. They will know a thing or two once they settle down for a couple of overs, and then they can take it on from there.
Absolutely. They have that time. Anshuman, meanwhile, now has all the experience to his belt. He's played Ranji cricket. I think when you play longer format of the game, your temperament gets better. Again, it's coming in with the angle, but good running as well from this duo. Babar, in fact, doesn't like running much. He believes in hitting. He believes in his power more than his sprinting speed.
That's true, but isn't he looking fit? He's gone leaner than what I saw him before. Yeah, isn't he a good hitter of a cricket ball? Has played franchise leagues all over the world as well. The Canada Global T20, the Dubai T10 as well. So yes, he relishes this format of the game. He's always a good batter in Nepali conditions as well.
Again, hint of swing there. Chance of a run out. They're actually taking those risky singles as well, which is good to see, because the Babar Hayat, I remember, did not like running much. As I said, tremendous, powerful hitter, Babar Hayat. Hit massive sixes into your ground, Sharad.
Exactly. He's a big guy as well. Has those long levers and uses it to good effect, Babar Hayat. He would look to have a good start to this tournament.
On to the final ball of the second over.
No!
They've come back. Oh, mix up. Chance. He just made it. Anshuman Rath wanted that single, not there. 10 for 1 after 2.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी, जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन।
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल, जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ।
डाबर हनी, स्टे फिट, फील यङ।
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि।
नेपाल टेलिकम, राष्ट्रको सञ्चार।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
Him, bowling him too much up to the bat. And that's the right way to go. Ball him stump to stump. Don't give him any width to play with.
And Karan got one delivery that swung in to left-handed Anshuman Rath. Will be interesting to see if he still tries to get the ball swing after bowling it up to the batsman.
Yeah, it's better to bowl up in this wicket than short. Not a very quick wicket, though the bounce is there. But it's kind of slow bounce. And there you go. Big swing, and it's given. Another wicket there for Karan, and a big one. It's Anshuman Rath who goes for a big pull in the leg side, but just manages to edge it to the keeper.
You talk about Karan's form, you talk about Karan's presence of mind. Wild swing. Why was that needed, Anshuman? This is the third over. You still have 17 more overs to go. Hong Kong, China now losing the second wicket. The experienced Anshuman Rath losing his cool and has been dismissed for 7 of 9.
जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा देख्नेले देखि जान्छ बुझ्नेले बुझि जान्छ भेट्नेले भेटी जान्छ
माया विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथले स्वादमा बेग्लै मिठास आउँछ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
I have to say from the experienced Anshuman Rath. A beautiful delivery. Karan Casey is making the ball talk. How did that miss the stumps?
Everyone had their hands on their heads. Look at that ball. Just went over the stumps. Came in sharply. Lucky Martin didn't get any bat on that one or it would have crashed to the stumps.
Welcome to Nepal, says Karan Casey to Martin Kodzi. He was actually surprised by the amount of swing Karan received. Fuller one this time, driven. Well fielded.
It's Martin Kodze who's making his debut for Hong Kong, China. Has some South African domestic league experience behind him. He's played a solitary first-class game, a few T20s domestically. Look at that ball. That came in sharp. He just missed the top of the off stump.
Karan Casey is looking very, very dangerous here. They'll have to go through this first spell of Karan Casey. Martin is not looking comfortable at all. Will be interesting to see if Karan goes full at him again. A slow one this time. Deceived. Chance of a run out. Oh, directed. I think would have been close. Nepali team thinks so as well. An end of another successful over from Karan Casey. Let's have a look at this. Was a quick call. Karan had that chance. Oh, directed and he would be a goner. Martin Kodzi has been lucky here. That's the end of the
म्याङ्गो अनार र मिक्स्ड फ्रुटको साथै अब दुई नयाँ स्वादमा लिची र गुआवा पनि तपाईको फेभरेट रियल अब नयाँ ट्रेन्डी पेट बोतलमा
फोजी नै पर्फेक्ट छ स्पिड
I have no doubt to bring him on.
No respite for Martin again because Sompal is also looking good. He can also generate that swing, mind you.
Both are very skillful bowlers, Sompal and Karan. Watching them bowl, I feel I get a vibe of the Pakistani legends Waqar Yunus and Wasim Akram. What a duo they used to be.
They say that fast bowlers hunt in pair. Sompal would also want to pick up a wicket to his name. Beautiful delivery. Inviting for that drive. The ball pitched on the line of off stump, moved away from it. Always difficult to play such kind of deliveries, isn't it, sir?
Exactly. It's said when the ball is doing something before you, the 5 feet in front of the batsman, that's the area which the batsmen have to be careful when it's turning from there or it's swinging from there. Then you have to be watchful or have to adjust to that conditions right away.
Oh, this was quick. Quicker than what Martin expected. Sompal was really pacey in that Asian Games, that series in China. He's bowling, I think, close to 140. He's increased his pace, I believe. Sompal puts his heart out when he goes on to ball. Easily the fastest bowler we've seen in Nepal recently.
Yeah, I wish there was a speedometer there in the screen as well, Sachin. But yes, yeah, he's very close to that 140 mark we had seen 10 years ago. Him hitting that, that's very well fielded there by Kusal Malla. A diving stop on his left.
This Nepali team is a very high-spirited team with brilliant fielders. Let's have a look at this. Wow, towards his left.
That's a surprise stop for me. Kushal used to be a very lazy guy in the field, but the way he has come up, he's developed his fielding, he's been very athletic now. And the reason is, he's working very hard on his fitness too.
You certainly have to. Oh, this is a quick run. Very well judged. Very well judged. You mentioned about Kushal getting better with his fitness. You have to, because you have to run with Dipinder Singh ID.
But mind you, Kusal Malla doesn't like running. He's the same version of Hayat.
Direct hit. But Babar Hayat almost ran towards TU. $14 for 2. I think Nepal would be pretty happy with the start they've got with the ball. Sompal. Oh, brilliant! Chopped himself up. He's trying to guide the ball towards the third man. And Sompal Kami has also joined his partner Karan Kisi in picking up wickets and destroying Hong Kong China's top order.
That's the third wicket there. Sompal getting his first one. Bowled it straight in the stumps. Got that extra bounce. Maybe Martin not expecting that. Tried to make room. Hit it through the offside. But not a great start for him. Debut game. Martin Kotze goes for 2.
घाम पानीको लुकामारी खुशीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी पियु र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ घाम पानी छेक्छ 10 वर्ष टिक्छ
ग्लोब सुपर हिरोको साथ चम्किलो दाँत अनि ताजा सास
डाबर हर्बल क्लोभ टुथपेस्ट जसमा छ ल्वाङको सुपर पावर यसले दाँतलाई किरा लाग्नबाट बचाउँछ दाँतलाई राख्छ स्वस्थ सफा चम्किलो अनि दिन्छ ताजा सास दाँतको सुपर हिरो
को 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ स्पीड टेक्नोलोजी कभरेज रिलायबिलिटी अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि
नेपाल टेलिकम राष्ट्रको सञ्चार
अबको नेपाल बलियो नेपाल अबको नेपाल बलियो नेपाल अबको नेपाल बलियो नेपाल
Only you know what's important to you. For food, Food Mandu. Prostam, Prakritik Tattvaharako.
Will continue on to his third over now. Again, beautiful delivery. Good decision by Rohit Paudel to get in Karan Kisi for his third over, isn't it, Sharad?
Absolutely. You can sense he's getting mature, reading the conditions very well, Rohit Paudel. Karan is the most effective when the ball is moving off the wicket, and the ball and the end he's bowling from, Karan. When we checked the wicket in the morning, Sachin, there was a bit of slant towards the pavilion, and that means the ball might come into the batsman, to the right hander especially.
Another good news. If you are a Nepal cricket team fan, Nepal under 19 scored 347 against Saudi Arabia. These guys are hitting it big, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pleasing news, I would say. Scoring above 300 runs in whichever format is a big achievement.
The bench strength getting better, isn't it? We're getting stronger with the bench strength. It's not just the 11 players that play on the field. It's also what kind of strength you have through your domestic circuit. Oh, he's gone straight up. I don't think he's got the distance. Fielder getting underneath it, and Bhurtel has taken a wonderful catch. Brilliant catch, running behind. Excellent catch. And guess who is dismissed? It's Babar Hayat, the big hitter. Hong Kong, China now deeper into trouble, 14 for 4 now. And Karan Casey has picked up his third. Was a slow delivery. Went after the ball. It was an off cutter. And look at the judgment of Bhurtel. Oh, brilliantly held. Brilliantly held. And Karan Casey, isn't it?
घर बनाउन गाह्रो छ म्याडम
बेस स्ट्रङ भयो भने भइहाल्छ नि
बेस मात्र स्ट्रङ होइन फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी पनि चाहिन्छ
गो प्रिमियर स्टिल
अफ कोर्स
मात्र प्रिमियर नेक्स्ट 500D ले दिन्छ तपाईको निर्माणलाई पूर्ण सुरक्षा भरोसा नयाँ युग निर्माणको
घाम पानीको लुकामारी खुशीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी पियु र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ घाम पानी छेक्छ 10 वर्ष टिक्छ
माया विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो
Want to add a couple of more wickets to his name. Can he get a fifer? Oh, beautiful delivery. Flicked well, but the idea was clear. He wanted to surprise Yasim with a yorker up front. How confident do these boys look on the ground, Sharad? This is a complete different Nepali team that we're observing, isn't it?
What a phase Team Nepal is going through. Since the arrival of Monty Desai, nothing short of a miracle actually. Look at that first ball. Yasim faced, got a little bit of inside edge. Otherwise, would have been close. Gets off the mark. Yasim has some first class experience. Needs to bring that experience into play today.
Karan Casey has given away 10 runs and has taken 3 wickets. 3 wickets off top order. Something to celebrate, isn't it? Calls for it. No run there.
Talking about celebrations, he's getting all the Dasai blessings onto him. 3 wickets yesterday, 3 again today, and still 1.1 overs yet to bowl.
He's certainly a contender for the player of the series. Pulsar player of the series will get Pulsar NS160 dual channel EVS. It's a great bike, great sporty looking bike. And that's an offering, and Karan Casey is already a contender there. Oh, edged. Oh, for a moment Karan thought the batter had edged it. Not to be. 15 for 4 after 5.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ हाम्रो मनमा वाइ तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा
बर्जर सिल्क ब्रिथ इजी यो ग्ल्यामरस छ र घरको भित्तालाई पनि प्रोटेक्ट गर्छ ब्याक्टेरिया भाइरस र पोल्युसनबाट
Gulshan Jha, who has come in place of Sompal. As I welcome back Lenny. A very good morning to you, Lenny. Had a good rest?
Yeah, very good morning, Sherrod. Good morning, everyone. Great to be back. You see this one clipped away nicely for 4. Yassin Murtaza is a quality all-round cricketer. Really good left-arm spinner and a fine batter. We've seen him open the batting at points for Hong Kong, but with the return of Ansuman Rath and Babar Hayat and Nizakat Khan up there, he's in the middle order, and how they need him now. A dream start for Nepal. Karen KC in particular, we spoke to him after play yesterday, full of life, full of confidence.
Clipped away nicely off of his hips. Rank loose delivery by Gulshan first up.
New wicket today. We've moved about 3 across, as you can see on your screen there. Talking to the curator this morning, he felt it would play very similarly, but if there was going to be any advantage, it would be early.
Surely. And there you can see in the screen as well, they are already 4 down. Nepal have used those conditions to their best of ability. Always been tough, the Mulpani cricket pitch early on, especially in the first innings.
You think of Hong Kong and you think of particularly good T20 pedigree. Murtaza was always going to get home comfortably, even with a direct hit leg by will be signalled. They've got very dangerous players, Babar Hayat and Ansuman Rath, as you rightly pointed out. But with them gone, what can they scrape up to here? It's a long way even to 120, Sherrod.
At the moment, they're really struggling, but they can bat down till down the order. They would definitely look to score around 120-130 mark to make a game out of this.
Even with something like that on the board, which is a long way away, Nepal will be ever so confident. Just look such a settled unit at the moment, don't they? Even with the changes for this T20 side. So Kushal Malla with a diving stop early in those first 5. It's almost like a well-oiled machine. 4 wickets have fallen, all in the power play. Let's look at them. The first one, just where you don't want it as a batter. Early, full and straight. Not too sure about that shot. At number 3. And another one that's chopped on. That was the man who's come in with the big reputation. Martin Coetzee, who has all that first-class experience. And then the big wicket. Fantastic diving catch, well held by Kushal Bertel. I think he's got a new nickname, Kushal Bertel. We've got to call him Chris Gale now, don't we, with that bandana? What do you reckon?
Yeah, the new look is out for Kushal Bertel. I was wondering. I was going to ask him what's that Punjabi look about.
Well, hold on. If Chris Gale's the universe boss, what's Kushal Bertel, Sherrod? Is he the Nepali boss? Nepali boss.
He's the Butwal's boss.
Ah, there we go.
He comes from Butwal.
Okay, the Butwal boss, we like that.
B square? The double B, is it?
Well, we got Dipender Singh Ari. He's the tiger. He's got the 3 dimensions.
Oh, yes, Dipender might get upset because he wears that scarf as well.
He does, doesn't he? All happening out there in the fashion stakes. Goes into the pad, probably going over the top. Good decision for me. Maybe 2 noises too. End of the power play, end of the 6th. Hong Kong in all sorts of trouble. 20 for 4.
माया विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
He's a great friend of mine.
Yeah, most definitely. I believe many will donate some land to you guys, you know. They want you being having so much fan following, both of you guys. I won't be surprised.
I won't turn it down. Won't say no. I have to say, it's so good to be back, Sheridan. I get a sense, I'd love to hear your thoughts as we see Kushal Malla come into the attack, the first signs of spin today. It's more than just a cricket team, this national side, isn't it? It feels to me like this team, the way in which they're developing, the way in which they're playing, the way in which Monty Desai has them growing with such confidence, it's almost indicative of where the country is heading. There's such a positive trajectory for Nepal. They're starting to come onto their own in the world stage.
Exactly. And everyone working in their offices, in their workplaces, they will be tuning in from their mobiles, their laptops, everywhere. They're following it from wherever possible.
We were talking yesterday about trying to replicate Ireland and Afghanistan's ascent up towards test status. The way both of those two sides did that, it was a prolonged period of domination of the associate game. Intercontinental Cup, T20 World Cup qualifiers, ODI qualifiers. Not just winning occasionally, but dominating. Those two, and you'll remember it well from playing against Ireland and Afghanistan, they were well clear of the pack. Truly. Is that what Nepal have to do now? Simply winning occasionally isn't enough.
To the point, Lenny. Not only that, they need to beat a couple of big top 10 ranked teams as well, because that's how you enter the next level. Dominating the associate is one thing, but beating the test sides as well is a requirement to get to the next level. It's the 7 overs done. Hong Kong are 25 for 4.
म्याङ्गो अनार र मिक्स्ड फ्रुटको साथै अब दुई नयाँ स्वादमा लिची र गुआवा पनि तपाईको फेभरेट रियल अब नयाँ ट्रेन्डी पेट बोतलमा।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
बर्जर सिल्क, ब्रिथ इजी, यो ग्ल्यामरस छ र घरको भित्तालाई पनि प्रोटेक्ट गर्छ ब्याक्टेरिया, भाइरस र पोल्युसनबाट।
Jada, continue. You talk about Gulshan Jazz, a young all-rounder. He was outstanding in Zimbabwe, turned many heads.
Especially with his batting, to be honest. Yeah, the way he has developed into a good batting all-rounder now, I dare to say that. The coach, since he has come, is using more of him as a good left-handed option in the middle order. Doesn't he have those big shots? And also, the game required in the middle order. But I still feel the more overs he bowls in this international games, he build up his confidence, because he has that ability to pick up those crucial wickets in the middle. Has decent pace and bounce, but he needs to know how to buy those wickets in the middle overs.
Very nervy looking Hong Kong bench led by their head coach Simon Willis, formerly of Kent. Was for quite a while the Sri Lanka cricket high performance manager as well. Since the departure of Trent Johnston, the former Irish international, he was the head coach at Hong Kong, particularly through the pandemic times, and in 2022 it's now fallen to the Englishman. Certainly plenty of quality, but not the start that they would have wanted.
Yes, still maybe they are just adjusting to the conditions. Could see the scorers doing a great job. Suraj Shakya, who's been around for a long time now. and the rest of them as well.
Yeah, crowd just starting to swell as well. Not quite the same numbers as yesterday yet. And that's going to be runs into the leg side, 4 of them. There's a diving stop attempted around the corner. I think he got something on it, but not enough. As Gulshan Jazz worked away for 4 by Aizaz Khan.
Just drifted it down a little bit, Gulshan, trying to put that extra effort. The diving stop. But the ball rolls over to the ropes. Nicely clipped away there by Aizaz. He's been around for a long time in the Hong Kong side. Good all-rounder. These two need to build up a partnership.
Good running. Always a single there, even though it's gone to the stronger hand of Kushal Malla, who swooped in at cover. You look at the overall head-to-head record between these two sides. Hong Kong actually have the edge. It's the 6th T20I between the two teams. 3 wins for Hong Kong, 2 for Nepal. They're a side that you would have always had close tussles with, Charlotte?
Definitely. In the past, Hong Kong and UAE were the two teams which were very tough opponents, especially in the knockout games. They've beaten us many times, but times have changed. This young team, Nepal team, have really put on some impressive performances in the last 6 months, especially.
Hong Kong attempting to rebuild and starting to do so, but they're only going at 4 and over. Long way to go. It's 32 for 4.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी, जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन।
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल, जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ।
डाबर हनी, स्टे फिट, फील यङ।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी।
Malla to continue. Tell me about Kushal Malla's bowling, Charity. He hasn't done much of it of late. He's turned in from what was originally probably an out-and-out all-rounder when he first came into the side into more of a part-time, occasional bowler. But with the absence of Lalit Rajbanshi, no Sandeep Lamachani, who's having a rest for this series. Good chance for him to show his worth with the ball, show that he's still a good option for Rohit Paudel. He may have a wicket right on cue as well. That he does. The simplest of catches. Catching practice for Karen KC. Down at long on, he's in the wickets with the ball. And now he takes one in the field. All too easy for Nepal right now.
You can see there, 5th wicket down. See there, he gave some bit of air, balled it up, but just missed timing it there. Aizaz Khan lobbing it in a comfortable height to Karan KC. He did.
प्रोस्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा, जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट।
प्रोस्टाइल फर माई म्यान।
डेयर पठाओ, थ्याङ्क यू, किनकि मेरो मामुलाई कलेज जान एकदम सजिलो भएको छ। Before it was not. Now she is right on time. जब मेरो मामुलाई भाइ आउने दिनमा एकदम गाह्रो भएको थियो, कुनै पनि एम्बुलेन्स पाएको थिएन। And at that time there was you, my friend. हजुरले ममलाई राइट टाइममा सेफली हस्पिटल पुर्याउनु भयो। अहिले मेरो भाइ हेल्दी एन्ड सेफ छ। थ्याङ्क यू पठाओ।
हामी चार मिलिजुली गर्छौं
घरको श्रृङ्गार।
बर्जर पेन्ट्स, हाम्रो घर हाम्रो शान। 100 घर नगदपति, बम्परमा लखपति।
Quite remarkable 7 or 8 months of cricket for them. Are continuing to soar as Ishan Ali, the new man, the keeper batter, to the crease. He gets off the mark immediately. Sharad, the amount of cricket that Nepal have played, the amount of training camps they've had, the amount of focus that's gone into this group, extended group, not just the 11 on the pitch, but the extended squad of 18 here. You can add into that names like Arif Sheikh and Bim Sharkey in the ODI setup. Good diving effort from Mala. Was there any points of this year you're worried about burnout? They were playing that much cricket. They just seem to keep rolling. As we look at the wicket, the Karen KC caught out it long off.
Yeah, probably trying to hit it over the long on area, but miscued it and got mistimed it. Kushal Malla, he's a smart customer. He knows what is required from him. Has those changes of pace. Not a big turner of the ball, but balls within himself.
Were you ever worried about burnout for this side, or you're just delighted to see them playing so much?
Well, I wouldn't mind in their age to play 365 days a year. But yes, need to be a bit careful. Take care of your recovery, your food. We always had complaints of not playing much games internationally, but now when you get it, make most of it. 9 overs done. Hong Kong 36 for 5.
You're real ho.
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
घाम पानीको लुकामारी, खुशीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी, पियु र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ। घाम पानी छेक्छ, 10 वर्ष टिक्छ।
Into the attack. Young leg spinner on his T20I debut yesterday. Describe him as a wrist spinner, in fact. He's not really out and out leg spinner. He's certainly not an off spinner, as our graphics indicate there. What you'll tend to see from him is about 90% googlies, a little bit like Chris Greaves of Scotland. That's a leg break though, starts with the leg break. I was talking to him yesterday after the game, wasn't I, Sheridan? I was saying, make sure you bowl 1 or 2 leg breaks. You can't bowl all googlies.
Yeah, and the first one he bowls is a leg spinner. Maybe listen to your advice yesterday.
I can guarantee you the second one won't be. Watch this one turning sharply in to the right-hander. Oh, he goes a leg spinner again. Right on the money. That's why you've got to trust your leg break as a wrist spinner. That's a beauty.
Getting some bite off the wicket as well. Surprised the batsman there.
He's got that sort of unorthodox action as well, doesn't he? Which, in times gone by, coaches would look at and try to change. Allow the players to use their method. Look at the outcome. There's the googly that time. He's very flat through the air. He delivers from a very low release point as well. I think he's going to be difficult to get away in T20 cricket. Fascinating to see how he progresses in the months and years to come. He was nervous yesterday, we know that. But he'll grow into the national team colours, no doubt. And he's causing problems right away.
Very well bowled there. Thoughts into the pad. Leg by given. He would probably relish bowling to the left-hander rather with a sharp googly. As you said, he's one of those bowlers who doesn't give much air. Bowls flat. And he'll get some purchase out of this wicket.
Interesting to see him stay over the wicket to the left-hander, particularly with how sharply he turns that googly. It means that margin for error is going to be quite narrow. Has to pitch it there, doesn't he? Sort of middle and off. Murtaza gets a nice full face of the bat down the ground. He's a stylish batter to watch. Has that first-class experience in Pakistan. But Nepal and Dakal, well, they're on fire all over Hong Kong right now.
Yes, kind of surprised not to see a slip in with 5 wickets down. Hong Kong looking to rebuild. They're going to attack a bit more in Nepal.
Good googly to finish. Again, Hong Kong's running between the wickets. Well, it's tardy to say the least. Murtaza not the quickest. Just a single to close out the 10th over. Good start from Dakal. That's going to get us to the halfway stage. Players will take a drink.
ग्लोब सुपर हिरो को साथ चमकीलो दाँत अनि ताजा सास डाबर हर्बल क्लोभ टुथपेस्ट जसमा छ ल्वाङको सुपर पावर यसले दाँतलाई किरा लाग्नबाट बचाउँछ दाँतलाई राख्छ स्वस्थ सफा चम्किलो अनि दिन्छ ताजा सास दाँतको सुपर हिरो
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेट
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा
माया विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ स्पिड टेक्नोलोजी कभरेज रिलायबिलिटी अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि
नेपाल टेलिकम राष्ट्रको सञ्चार
Firstly, how's the new role going? It must be an absolute whirlwind since you've been appointed. There's, to say the least, a lot going on in Nepali cricket.
It's been quite a journey, even for myself. Having left the game a couple of years ago, the whole country came down to asking me why. Why did you leave at such a young age? For me, I was very clear of the fact that I was done playing. I just couldn't wake up and pick up a cricket bat anymore. Then I decided that's about it. And also, personally, I just felt that I couldn't take Nepal cricket any further from here. Why? Because we had ODI status with us. And what next was obviously to retain that. But I played the first of the first four of the 36 ODIs. Then I thought, like, even if I retire now, the boys will have 32 ODIs of experience to, back themselves upon. And the whole idea was to come into administration and try and change how people perceive Cricket Association of Nepal in terms of management at least. So the elections just finished 3 weeks ago. It was a hectic 4-month period where we had to somehow put ourselves into different positions of, going, campaigning, the different teams, going into districts, provinces. But I think a new team has been formed, and hopefully my ultimate goal is that the kind of recognition that the national cricket team gets all over Nepal and all over the world now, we want to get that kind of respect as a cricket board in the next 1 to 2 years, and that will eventually come down to how we function as a board, as the policies that we're going to bring, the domestic cricket, which is going to be our primary focus point, and of course the engagements of our national cricketers and how we put themselves, how we push themselves into a different international level of exposure.
Yeah, I remember actually when you retired, I'm pretty sure I was on call for that series, if memory serves me correctly, and I think I wasn't the only one that was shocked. There was a sense of shock that rippled across the nation, but it does feel somewhat serendipitous, the fact you retired, because the COVID pandemic came pretty much straight after that. And then, like you said, you allowed this young team to develop initially under Gyanendra Malla and now under Rohit Paudel to get all of that ODI experience. And the progress that's been made, particularly in the last 6 to 9 months, it feels incredibly rapid. You must be so proud of where the game has gone with what is such a young national side.
Incredible. I would have to say the credit goes to the boys and, of course, Monty. Our coach has simply changed the overall structure and the functioning of how this team was playing cricket. I mean, I know for the fact that the boys have always put in the effort for themselves to make sure that they keep winning matches for Nepal. But sometimes, even when you put in your best efforts, there are certain things that don't happen for you. And for us, Nepal cricket's been blessed with the fact that last 20 years we've had some incredible coaches who have become part of our cricketing family. And again, with Monty coming into the frame, he's put in this whole environment around the team that it almost feels that this team cannot be beaten.
It very much feels like a family to me now as well. Of all the national teams I cover all the way around the world, this side, they're so happy. I've never seen a happier dressing room, and as a consequence, that it's not rocket science, is it? We have a happy dressing room. They're going to output correctly on the pitch. This one's just worked away to the leg side. It'll be a single to close out the 11th. Tight start from Avinash Bahar. Score 44 for 5.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन।
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ।
डाबर हनी, stay fit, feel young.
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
फोजी नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि।
नेपाल टेलिकम राष्ट्रको।
I've got Paris Kadka alongside me. Paris, I know the TU ground is the spiritual home of Nepali cricket, but this is a very fine venue and it's going to develop more and more in years to come.
Absolutely. In fact, there are a couple of grounds right besides each other in here. This one belongs to the Cricket Association of Nepal, and there's one just below, which the National Sports Council is taking care of. The most important thing here is that at least we have 2 full-fledged international cricket grounds where we can now host, 2 matches side by side. And the kind of infrastructure that is currently here, and of course there's a lot of investments and a lot of work that needs to be done, but I think the ground staff, the people behind this event, the Cricket Association of Nepal has really put in a lot of effort, just to put all of this together, and we're very happy. And of course, with the crowds that we get, you put Nepal cricket anywhere. Oh no, that's a long hop.
Yeah, real drag down from Mousom Dackle. That reminds me of some of my finest back during my career. But difficult to put away because of his unorthodox action, and they could only pick up a couple. It was almost superhuman, the effort to get this ground ready for the ACC Men's Premier back in May. But it's developed further since then. We can see the square in particular is a very good playing surface. I think that's going to get better as the pitches flatten out after the rains of the monsoon season. Back on the money this time, Dackle. Going to try run him out. He's just going to get back to Pender Singh Ari. Athletic and energetic as always. And the dive had to come out from Zishan Ali. But you'd expect this facility and the lower ground to develop more in the months and years to come too?
We have to. In fact, if we want to develop our cricketing structure that it is. Why? Because imagine you have 3 full-fledged cricket ground in one city. So that gives us an opportunity to host more further international matches. And of course, the government now is very keen. I was talking to the member secretary yesterday. So he said now the floodlights tender has actually come up, which I'm sure it could be an announcement unofficially, but that's what he told me. So fingers crossed. Fantastic shot. I think he reversed it towards the third man boundary.
Yeah, the reverse sweep comes out, full toss from Dackle. He's dragged one down in this over, this time over pitch. The 50 comes up. Hong Kong need a lot more where that came from. Maybe tight to a no ball as well. Nothing that Avinash Bahar can do behind square. Good use of that reverse sweep option. Yeah, certainly. I think that would be the stuff of dreams, wouldn't it? Floodlit games in Kathmandu.
We hope for the best.
I'm going to keep dreaming of that. I can only imagine what it will be like. The crowds during the daytime when everyone's working are massive. At night time they could be next level. End of the 12th over. 52 for 5.
ग्लोब सुपर हिरोको साथ चम्किलो दाँत अनि ताजा सास डाबर हर्बल क्लोभ टुथपेस्ट जसमा छ ल्वाङको सुपर पावर यसले दाँतलाई किरा लाग्नबाट बचाउँछ दाँतलाई राख्छ स्वस्थ सफा चम्किलो अनि दिन्छ ताजा सास दाँतको सुपर हिरो
मिलीजुली गर्छौं घरको श्रृंगार बर्जर पेन्ट्स हाम्रो घर हाम्रो शान 100 घर नगदपति बम्परमा लखपति.
To continue, Andrew Leonard here. Brilliant to have the former national team captain and recently appointed Cricket Association of Nepal Secretary Paris Khadka alongside me. Paris, stepping into the suit rather than the playing strip, it's felt a natural progression?
I would say I was done playing, so eventually I had to come to this side of the table. But again, it's just great to see the cricketers pulled away for 4 runs. Very well played. The wicket from yesterday seems to be slightly better today. There's a bit of bounce today. And of course, unfortunately, Hong Kong, China just kept losing wickets. That meant that every time they had to come back with singles and doubles, and Nepal kept taking those wickets. But I'm sure these guys are going to just taking those singles and doubles with odd boundaries and maybe leave it for the last 5-10 overs from how I see. I'm glad. Every time people come up to me, they have so much expectations that magic is going to happen overnight. I keep telling people that when I played the game, it was about that team, that function. And even for me now, as a secretary of CAN, it becomes very important that all of us align ourselves together because the vision is loud and clear. Nepal cricket can only go further from here.
You think of the progress, though, that's been made, particularly in this calendar year, a first ever Asia Cup appearance, a Cricket World Cup qualifier appearance that was quite miraculous in terms of the way that Nepal got there. I think everyone came into that final 12 ODIs worried about losing ODI status, and that developed into something the fans adored, 11 wins from 12. And then also some real learnings playing against the Test Nations in ODI cricket, really for the first time against Zimbabwe, against the West Indies, a deficiency against the short ball that was identified. And then you felt somewhat rectified at the Asia Cup and great performances against India and Pakistan.
We got a couple of sidearm specialists to come and work with the team. And after that, I think the team has shown incredible growth in that side. But then cricket's a sport where, for any sport, once you start playing at a level, you start playing against better teams, pulled away towards deep square leg. It all depends on the fact that you keep building up from there. And again, the most important thing here is that the boys are growing with every game. At the end of 13 overs, Hong Kong's 58 for 5.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस. त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. यति कार्पेटको
battle up towards something they can try to defend. Mertats's looked nice, plays with a good straight bat, and the running now a little better between the wickets. They will get back for a couple. You talk about that progress over the last 6 to 9 months. There's so much more to come, I would imagine, if the boys can continue on the trajectory in which they're going. And that's not just the men's team, the women's team. We've seen the under-19 side also qualify for the World Cup this year. They're in action today at the Asian Cricket Council event, posting 350-ish or 340 plus against Saudi Arabia. Where do you see that vision, that future taking Nepal? Is it a direction towards following in Ireland and Afghanistan's footsteps, becoming the next destination?
That should be our goal, but again, it takes a lot of effort for us to reach where Ireland and Afghanistan is currently, and even very recently you saw Netherlands beat South Africa, so that is a significant progress at associate level, where now I think we're good enough to have more number of teams even to become part of the 50-over World Cup, and I'm sure ICC is looking at this very seriously. Beaten outside the off stump. Mosam seems to be a bit nervous. I've seen him grow in last a year or so. He's come up the ranks, and I can understand that it's just his second game. There's so much expectations, and of course Nepal's strength over a very long period of time has been its spinners, so I'm sure he'll get through eventually.
Yeah, he's got plenty to him as he nearly does the splits trying to stop this one. Yeah, you look at the next right cycle for the ICC from 2024 through to 2031, all of those events expanding. So that ODI World Cup will return to 14 teams in 2027. That would make it much more realistic for Nepal to try and qualify.
Absolutely. And of course, there has to be a development plan to that as well. You just can't come up and play a random tournament or go through the CWC cycle and expect teams to go into the qualifier and get into the World Cup, because there are test playing countries that come down from the rankings. So it's a reverse swept, and that's gone.
Good catch out by Kushal Malla. Not the best delivery from Ausam Dakal, but he's got a T20I wicket to his name. And as always, what we say in cricket, luck in the book. Doesn't matter how they come. There's the wry smile on his face, and Kushal Malla was immediately over to his young wrist spinner to congratulate him. A good catch held at backward point.
Mosam seemed to not even believe that he's got that. I'm sure his ball's much more better deliveries, but again, he'll take it for sure.
So Zishan Ali, he's gone for 17 as Hong Kong continue to struggle. Score.
पल्सर बाइकमा जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा देख्नेले देखि जान्छ बुझ्नेले बुझि जान्छ भेट्नेले भेटी जान्छ
माया विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथले स्वादमा बेग्लै मिठास आउँछ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो।
प्रोस्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित नयाँ आकर्षक ब्यागमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट।
Pro-Style.
Caught a backward point. He is right on the money to the new man too. Punches that down the ground for one. End of 14. 64 for 6.
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि।
नेपाल टेलिकम राष्ट्रको सञ्चार।
बोतल रसायो देखेर मेरो होठ नयाँ ट्रेन्डी बोतलमा बहुत टेस्टी फलफुलको मजा टेस्टी now you feel the fun like you never felt before
म्याङ्गो अनार र मिक्स्ड फ्रुटको साथै अब दुई नयाँ स्वादमा लिची र गुआवा पनि तपाईको फेभरेट रियल अब नयाँ ट्रेन्डी पेट बोतलमा।
On the ground, beautifully named recently. Paris, we've seen Cannes' ability to host multi-nation events with a very successful ACC Men's Premier. That will be something you'll be looking to emulate with this upcoming T20 World Cup qualifier for the Asia region that starts in about a week's time, 10 days' time.
Absolutely. This has come down very last minute where Hong Kong and UAE said they want to come up, and